Hey everybody, this is EMAC2411 on YouTube.com. Today I'm going to be talking about Batwoman Season 1 that airs on the CW. Season 1 just wrapped up. Of course, if you guys don't know, the season wrapped up earlier than expected due to the coronavirus pandemic. Originally the season was supposed to consist of 22 episodes, but we ended with 20 episodes. So it's going to be kind of tough to judge the actual season itself since we didn't actually get the finished product as it was supposed to be due to everything going on. But yeah, so if you guys don't know, I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory. So I watched The Flash, I watched Arrow, watched the first 2 seasons of Supergirl. I've seen No Legends of Tomorrow, I've seen the first season of Black Lightning, and now I've seen, of course, the first season of Batwoman. Those are all the Arrowverse shows that are on CW. She was first introduced in the Elseworlds 2018 crossover, and I thought when they set her up in that show, well, we've seen it for, I wanted more. I was like, yes, okay, a spin-off, I'll take a spin-off of Batwoman, it seems really interesting. They set up some stuff, some things that would set up the show, so we got it of her. I was like, yes, okay. And Batwoman / Kate Kane is played by Ruby Rose. She's actually a pretty, she's a known actress. You might have seen her in The Meg, Pitch Perfect 3, John Wick 2, like the last Resident Evil movie, and then The Return of Alexander Cage or whatever. So those are like the 5 movies that I know that are pretty known that she's been in. So yeah, Ruby Rose. Now, she was also in Orange is the New Black as well. That was the other series that she was in, as popular, of course. When Ruby Rose was first announced, I was like, okay, let's see what she can do. She is really good casting to play this character, Batwoman, Kate Kane. She sells the physicality, she sells the look, the persona. I think this is perfect casting. I think most of these shows that they have done have been pretty much perfect casting. A lot of these superheroes where I'm just like, yes, you just got the casting right. This is who was born to play this role. This character. Ruby Rose is a real-life lesbian, and that's who Batwoman / Kate Kane is going to be in the show. Who she is in the show, she's a lesbian. So season 1 consisted of 20 episodes. This show airs on the CW. If you guys do really want to watch the show, it is actually streaming right now on the CW app. Yeah, all the episodes I think are actually there. That's like the only show. This is literally the only show that I've ever seen CW have the entire season. Usually they only have like a few episodes at a time. Episodes will expire, and maybe it's like 5 episodes at a time. The latest 5. No, this is the entire season of Batwoman. So if you want to watch it right now, if you haven't seen it yet, you can do that right now. Season 1, all 20 episodes are on the CW app as we speak. So yeah, I think it is definitely worth your time. This is a very good pilot episode because we get to see a little bit of her training. We get to see a little bit of her training just at the beginning, but I wish that we could have seen more of her training throughout. They kind of go into her backstory as a child, kind of, and all that. So I kind of just would have liked to see how she became Batwoman more, but I don't really need the origin story necessarily every single time. You could just roll on with the show. And they just kind of had a little quick scene at the beginning, and then that was kind of it. She was kind of training, and because these CW shows are, they're pretty much low budget. CW doesn't give a lot of big budgets to their shows, even the DC shows. But the production value of it is actually very high, higher than you would think it would be for a show on the CW. If you're a fan of this character, I think you will be very happy with the results of this show. Ruby Rose as this character is amazing. Perfect casting here. She sells the physicality, the look. Just when she's in the suit, you're like, yeah, this is Batwoman. The way, even when she's just being Kate Kane, you're just like, yes, this is the character, and you believe in her, and you're like, yes, this is it. So I really liked how they kind of went into her when she was a child, how this kind of set up, kind of the villain of the show as well. Kind of sets that up. Alice, who is the main villain of the show. Now what I liked here is that they actually had Alice appear in like pretty much all the episodes. I don't really remember any episodes where she didn't air, and that's what I like, because a lot of these Arrowverse shows, what they do is that they'll have the main villain and they have to kind of extend the main villain throughout the whole 20 some odd episodes of the show. But here they actually use her in a way where they use her in pretty much every episode. She's useful. She doesn't just disappear. But I mean, you do still have your villain of the weeks that just kind of pop in for an episode and that's it, you know, which you can count as filler. But I mean, it's there to progress Batwoman and progress the show and kind of just show you showcase Batwoman in action. So what I liked is that they actually found a way to, they actually didn't just have her in an episode, disappear for a couple episodes and then come in. No, she was featured throughout pretty much the whole season prominently, which is very nice because a lot of these shows, they just kind of try to work around it and they try to extend it more than they should, and then it kind of just becomes lazy writing. And you're just like, oh god, dude, they could have captured him there, but no, they have to find an excuse not to. So I liked how they really, Alice is a great villain. The actress who plays her, Rachel Scarston, I believe, is the actress's name. Phenomenal job. She plays her kind of over the top, but it's so good. She's so entertaining that you're just like, yes, you enjoy seeing her on screen. And you enjoy the way she's acting. You enjoy the way she's being presented, the way she's just, her actions, the personality, and everything that you'd want in a villain, she's pretty much has it. She can throw down if she has to. There's a lot of arcs throughout the season that pay off by the end. Yeah, there's a payoff here that there's a lot of payoffs, and characters just start going places that you didn't necessarily expect them to go. There's a lot of twists, there's a lot of turns. I liked a lot of the show, most of these episodes. There's truly not a bad episode here. There's been some Arrowverse episodes where I've just been like, ooh, that was pretty bad. Batwoman has not had a truly bad episode yet, and I'm talking a truly bad episode. They've had okay episodes, but mostly good episodes, at least good. There's been a few meh episodes, but mostly good. It does have some melodramatic moments, as all these CW shows have, which can bring it down a little bit, but I try to just, you know, stay grounded, let the show stay grounded, and all that. So once it's actually focusing on the actual show, the characters, the story, the villain, and everything, it doesn't focus too much on drama and melodrama. I think it really finds its footing there. The action is filmed great. The way it's filmed, the choreography, it's really good for a TV show. It's so good. I mean, this is action. I mean, it's got the style of Arrow as it concerns with the action. There's no shaky cam. It's just kind of, you can see what's going on. You can see, and that's really good. So always a good thing. I don't want shaky cam. I like action where I can see what's going on and all that. I think there's a lot of great characters. I like the cast. I think it's likable. I think the tone is like Arrow. It's pretty dark and gritty. You might know some of these characters as well from other interpretations of them, whether it's animation or another, you know, because this is kind of, you know, of course tied a little bit to Batman. So, you know, you might see, you know, who's in here, and then you might be thinking, oh, this is how it's going to go, but then they switch it up because this is, you know, not necessarily exactly from the, not exactly other interpretations of it, so you might see things you didn't expect to see in here, and you might think you know connections, but then all of a sudden you're like, oh, that person's going to become that, and then you're like, oh, okay, this person's that character, but he's not exactly how you saw it in something else. There's characters I didn't know actually existed that are, I guess, a part of this universe. There's your characters that you probably know would be in the show, but there's other characters that you're like, oh, okay, they're in here. Interesting. This is a show that that the trailers did not do it justice. It did not look good. The trailers were pretty bad. They were kind of going for like, oh, kind of womanizing it, and that's fine, obviously, Batwoman. But the trailers were kind of making it too much, you know, too much like oh, go woman, and that's fine, but I feel like that was its main focus, which it's like, first just be a Batwoman show, don't address it too on the nose, and then we could, you know, have the show, because whenever they just are doing this show, and they're just rolling with it, I mean, there's just some really good scenes here that you're just like, wow. This was really building to a great season, and I think the season was great. This is a very good show. This is I mean, I can't wait for season 2 because we are going to get a season 2. However, it will be delayed until January 2021. The ending of the season, holy fuck, holy shit, oh my gosh. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? They, no spoilers, but I was shocked and I didn't expect it. I mean, I kind of theorized it was going to happen, but when they actually did it, I just was like, wow. Wow. That's just great. That's obviously what you should do. So, but I mean, I like the backstory that they have with Alice and Batwoman, well, Kate Kane and everything, how they set up, and then you actually have a personal connection. You get attached to these characters, you care about them, and then you see both sides. You get to see both points of view on the matter, and then you really see her side, Alice's side. But then you also see the other side, and you get to see all the characters and all that are also attached to this, and you're just like, wow, you feel bad, you actually care. You actually then see a few different sides to it, and you're like, wow, I can understand why you feel that way. I just didn't expect that. They really dive deep into it. They really dive deep into a bunch of things here. You get flashbacks, and you're just like, oh, this is interesting, and you really are actually involved in this too, which was a great surprise. So you're there, and you want to know more. You want to expand on these characters, and you're just like, okay, yeah, let's do it. This obviously is set place in Gotham. You get to see Arkham Asylum. I mean, there is just so many shit that they give you here that just cannot be done before. That is done in the show. Certain characters pop up, and you just, this is probably the best Batwoman show we could get. There's another season. I mean, so to wrap it all up here, there's just so much to love here, and I had a great time watching this week. I watched this weekly whenever the episodes would air as it was going on TV. Can't wait for season 2. It cannot come fast enough after the ending. The big fucking scene, the cliffhanger we got. No spoilers. I would recommend checking out Batwoman. All of it's free on the CW app that you can check out right now, I believe. Last time I checked, all the episodes were there. In the end, Batwoman has a great portrayal of the titular character Batwoman. It has a great villain. Great supporting cast. Likable characters. Great action. Great week-to-week stories. You care about these characters. You're there every week. You're there every episode. And you just want to see what happens next. You can't wait. This has just, it's a crazy ride. There's a lot of twists, turns, and I think you guys will enjoy yourselves. So I'd say check it out. It has a thumbs up of approval from me. Have you guys watched Batwoman season 1 yet? If you guys have, let me know what you guys saw in the comment section below. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's the video for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, guys, peace out.